I have returned. Yeah, that was a little bit frustrating, the fact that it bugged out on the champion, but oh well. We'll possibly try it again later, or just move on and come back to it when the bug is fixed. Okay, so we got a bunch of people here. Barden Midler, Alan Serkis, Charles Celeste, Stefan Lanford, Arlan, Lauren Rulupi, Sebastian, interesting. Notable prominent residents. Okay. Equipment vendors. Goods vendors. We found a decent amount here in the Duchy of Hernand. But there are plenty more for us to find still. Right. Okay, why is that still asking me to look in here? Does it want me to read everything? Maybe factions? House Celeste, House Circus, House Roberts, House Felix, House Alfonso, the Beggars Alliance, a group of vagrants in Hernand. The many troubles afflicting Hernand have driven countless people into the streets. The Beggars Alliance, that's interesting. The Bleed Bandits, the Southern Bandits. Hernandian Parish of Solomon. There we go. Do I look decent? I think so. Oh, I'm no longer... I have to move forward.
Oh! Wait.
You don't look like a bad sort.
Everything seems to be in order.
Stay out of trouble, you hear?
The least thorough inspection.
You may enter.
I've been inspected more thoroughly to walk around ruins of castles than I was just then to walk into this actual castle. Glorious. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Are they lifting that or lowering it? What the hell is going on? Also, there's no one up there. All right. Noted. Magical portcullis. Hello, kitten. Yeah. No, okay. He's like, no, that was my spot. Oh, damn it. I'm going to go to get a different spot. You've ruined it now.
Hail. Is there any man like Marshal Midler in this world?
Ruined my spot. Do I have a rake? I'll sort by type. I do not have a rake. Is this rake available to be had? No, it is not. Very well. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that. Eggs. Steal the eggs. I mean, I guess I would be stealing them, but yeah. Hello? A contribution shop. Contributions earned from adventures can be spent at the contribution shop in each region. Use your contributions to purchase special items or sell those items back to retrieve your contribution points. Since the location of each contribution shop varies by region, you will need to find them. Very well. Hey, Paladol, thank you so much for the 18 months. That's incredibly kind. Incredibly kind. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
My wares are for the worthy alone.
Are you trying to say that I am unworthy?
The treasures here can't be bought with gold.
There. Oh, I've got 3 contributions. Oh, it's because I've done quests. Bolton plate helm, Bolton plate cloak. Hernan's ceremonial guard armor. Wow. Hernan's ceremonial guard gloves. Hernan barding. Very fancy. You need to do a lot to get some of it. The Hernan crown. Oh, Hernandian crown. Okay, not the Hernan crown. I was gonna say, I guess maybe after a point you've done so much for the people, they're just like, look, I know that the gods, divine right to rule and all that, but this person is far more deserving of the crown than you are. They have done more for us, so we are electing them as the new king.
Here we trade in currency other than coin.
I doubt I've got anything that I could sell though.
I prepared everything. Your visits are always a pleasure.
I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so, mate. Is that... Oh, man. I hate when it, like, captures my mouse because I happen to be close to someone and then forces me to interact with just that person alone. Oh. Maybe we don't steal from the castle. That would probably be wise. Not like, you know, immediately opening up with thieving from the castle. Plenty of stuff here, though, for me. Should, you know, a life of honest hard work prove to be... Ow, ow. Should I not be able to afford the extortionate amount of money that I'm going to have to pay to opticians to repair my retinas?
Out to you and all.
Then, you know...
I mean to protect what matters most.
If I'm forced to
Wouldn't do to
turn
grow
to a life
dull.
of crime, then,
Time for
you know,
drills.
I know where all these things are. I can come and find them later. Good lord, my brain. Why would they hurt me so much? I kind of... Can I get up there from here? Hello? Is it a false door? Never you mind. What was that? It is a Pilipala. Come with me. Can I operate that myself? The game so far, like any mechanism, seems to be a
Keep your
mechanism
arms
you
in
can
order.
actually interact
A dull
with.
blade's no better than a stick.
Well, what kind of stick, though? Inquiring good boys would like to know. Oh. Okay, so... Clearly, your automated portcullis technology leaves much to be desired. It is a significantly smoother experience with someone actually manning the portcullis.
Yes, mate? Is there any man like Marshal Midler in this world?
I'm not
I
sure.
look at the crest on my
that's
shield
pretty.
and my chest swells with pride.
This place is very pretty, to be fair. I wonder how well defended it is after dark. I mean, don't ask why I want to know this. I just do. Keep your nose out of it. Okay. Okay. Lots of ways up. It seems to be where I'm meant to go, which means it's absolutely not where I want to be.
Speak clearly now.
I'm gonna go down this way. There's a recipe in here somewhere. Ooh, very fancy. I like it. I wonder what the building is going to be like in this game, because I know you can, like,
You're
design
new
a
here,
camp
aren't
and
you?
stuff. Well, I don't know if you can design it. I know you can set up a camp. And I've
help
seen
you?
all sorts of things you can buy, you can collect, that you can place.
Our ancestors once claimed that uniting the continent was our
How
destiny.
glorious can you make your camp?
I sometimes wonder if any road remains to that destined path.
I do not know. I would not know. I'm moving on. Oh, it's so bright.
I mean to protect what matters most.
We're good.
Wouldn't do to grow dull.
Ooh, grandstand.
Time for drills.
Yes, let's use this. I want to fortify my gear. Chat, what are you thinking about this castle so far? As someone who's been to a lot, recreations of castles according to original floor plans and building footprints, and also still standing castles, of which there are many, many in Wales. I will say that this castle is, honestly, this feels much less gamey than most castles do in games. Most of them are like oh, this is how castles would be, with no actual mind to how a castle would function. There is, the architecture is functional above most of the things, and many castles, there's different sorts. There's palatial castles, there are actual military forts, and they are wildly different beasts, and rarely do they mix. Honestly, so far this castle is actually, you know, there are some things that don't quite make sense, but they are few. This at least an 8 out of 10 so far. I want to have a look, a bit more of a look. This is a solid effort. This is a solid effort. Architecturally, I'm very impressed. That does look to be completely locked in. I want to go this way. I want to go back out into the main courtyard.
Consider yourself well met.
Guards' quarters, I guess. Oh no! This is downstairs is the contribution shop. A large garden like this, again, this seems to be treading the line between palatial and military, and it didn't typically have the two together. It's not that they were never the case, but you typically didn't have them.
Peace doesn't just happen. Men bleed and die for it. We just follow orders.
How do you do?
Hello.
I've got orders to report every new face in town.
Fair. Cannons. Cannonballs. Hello.
I'm in a good mood again today.
I mean to protect what matters most. Wouldn't do to grow dull. Time for drills.
How exactly do people get up there? Oh, there are doors here. Okay. That's good as well. I think these little doors around here is so that they don't have to do the inner workings of each, like, turret. Because I imagine that's a lot of busy work. But one thing I will say is that they kind of stand out as a consequence. Don't mind me, I'm just Assassin's Creeding my way up here. I knew it! That's what I was waiting to see. There's no way up here. Which isn't, to be fair, super uncommon. But there's no obvious place where the ladder would go on the outside. So having a lit brazier up here, very weird. Who lit it? Who keeps it lit? Whose job is it to get up here? And how do they do it? Yeah, no way up here as well. But then there is a roof over here. No, that wouldn't be the case. This, you know, not out of place. Some killing holes there, nice. But there should be a way up. Now, that being said, having the roof here and then having this built second, again, not out of place, but there would be scaffolding. There would be an actual scaffold assembly, stairs up, and then some walkway across here. And that doesn't exist. I need to get, like... I need to get some, like... real civil engineer. Bridge review, only castle review. That would be my branding. Castle review.
Spot a basket up in the air? Keep your distance.
I'm gonna say that the points for this castle design are going down.
Watch out for flower baskets floating
They
in the
are
air.
actually going down right now, which is a shame because they were doing so well. No scaffolding over here. But there's a... Well, actually, no. Okay, they've got ladders there. Ooh, that is bad. That is... No. I mean, you know, okay. That could be put down to an architect not knowing what the hell they were doing. But the second soldiers were up there, they would immediately report that. Can I get through here? No, the game is just like, hey, we didn't want to do those details, so we didn't. I can accept that. I can. They have at least indicated that that should be there. But, ooh, okay. Big points lost here. Actually, no, I'll allow it. On that side, no. Because you wouldn't be able to fully open the door. On this side, depending, I mean, maybe it opens it. But this, yeah, like a little area here, just wide enough for someone to walk. You know, their shoulders possibly rubbing against the walls. You know, that is super normal. That is super normal. Castles were bloody expensive, and they took an enormous amount of time to make. You know, they would use every single tiny little bit of space. But that door, no, it's just that they had one prop for the top of the portcullis, and they put it there. And this wall didn't fit. That's the game. That's not any kind of thoughtful design. Having a tiny little doorway. I mean, the amount of times I've been to castles where the doors were half doors. And I don't mean like they folded. They were literally just half doors. A half wide door. And you were expected to move through that area sideways. But that was typically inside a tower. Like, because, you know, a circular stairs going up inside a tower, death traps by modern standards. Actual death traps. And sometimes the landing would be 1 or 2 steps worth of landing to get through a door. That door would be tiny. You would expect it to move through sideways. But an actual functional door where there would be possibly troops passing to and fro, lifting the portcullis, lowering the portcullis. No, that would be built for people to be able to move through at least, you know, walking straight. You would not be expected to have to shimmy sideways through a door like that.
Greetings.
Not to somewhere functional like that. Now, you know, in terms of like sally ports and, like, you know, back entrance and stuff, those could definitely be a bit rough because they weren't really meant for someone.
Always with that
you know, they were built with secrecy and also protection in mind. Okay, so far I'm gonna downgrade it, but not really aggressively. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. I'm still very impressed with what they've done. I'm giving them points because lots of other places don't do it at all. Rather than, you know, they're getting a couple of points because other places get so few. I must reward them to try and encourage that attention to detail in the future. Yeah. Yeah, no, you know what? It's possible you might be assaulted from that side. Or at the very least, they might be siege engines assaulting from that side. But why would they bother? You've got such lax defenses on this side of the wall anyway. And there's a cliff there. It's not like they're going to climb up that cliff. No, I mean, a force would likely approach from a different direction. And if they approach from that side, they'd simply go around and then straight over this wall. Like, this is a poorly defended fort. The trebuchet absolutely would hit the wall in this position, as in that. The limb would smack into the wall, but it is on wheels, so I'm assuming it's not really meant to be here. Also, I've not really seen any cannon ports. I've seen cannons, but I've not seen areas wide enough to facilitate a cannon. Oh god damn it! I used the key. However, I will help myself to your timber because it's not stealing. I maintain, so far, I do still consider the attention to detail here to be better than most. Okay, that would be stealing there though. I use the key to get 3 pieces of timber.
Yes, mate. What?
Hello, mate. Those are some nice swords. The well being here is particularly nice. That is a boom. Huge boom. Maybe the castle was built before the cannon was invented. Yeah, but they just adjust it.
What's the trick to catching a
This
wolf
wouldn't be
like
the first castle that existed across the boundary between the invention of gunpowder. Oh, now I can't get in there. But that's so much more of an interesting place for me to go. God damn.
I'm craving a proper roast tonight.
You and me both. Edinburgh Castle, for example. That existed across the period of going from it being a military castle and then cannons being invented for dealing with the ships. They just adjusted it. They just what's the word? Well, not renovate, but yeah. Well, you know what I mean. They adjusted it in order to facilitate the cannons. Retrofit. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That bard and middler's no ordinary soul.
God damn it. My key, I want it back. This one's got stairs going down. I bet I need a key. I do need it. If only I had a key. Yeah, the key system is honestly horrible. I really dislike the key system. And all it needs is just a check. So that if I try to go through a door that is going to need a key, it just checks if I intend to.
Just keep
all
walking.
it needs.
One foot after
Literally all it needs. And
You'll reach your
that whole
destination
complaint
someday.
would go away. And that complaint is genuinely quite frustrating at this point.
I hear the neighboring nation holds gold, silver, jewels beyond measure. Can you imagine such beauty in one place?
Oh, I can imagine it, yeah.
Good health to you.
health to
Allegiances
you.
here are temporary. We all wear the mask of courtesy to hide what lies beneath.
Hello, Aavak. I usually miss your streams, but thank you for your YouTube content. It has helped me relax and get through so many tough times. You're more than welcome, Scrub Daddy. What a name. More than welcome, though, mate.
I'm scared. It feels like my tooth is about to fall out.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing what's so frightening about that, but all right. Your streams convinced my friend to buy this game. That's very, very flattering.
Welcome, wanderer.
High praise indeed. I hope they have as much fun as I am having with it. Oh, there we go. My sight is adjusted. Wow. That's impressive. That is some fancy hinge work. Opening it and from both sides.
Good day.
See, I would have used a key on that. And I could have just gone through the front door. Again, I feel that needs to change. I do like this, though, as a banquet hall. This is a good banquet hall. Very nice. Very nice. Though the tables at the side, a bit of a weird one. But that is just cultural. Having the tables tucked to the sides like this. I mean, I guess it depends on how big of a banquet it would be. You know, because you could have this then for receiving dignitaries. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But there's a shocking lack of heraldry if this is meant for receiving people. Like, I mean, you know, you might think, oh, well, look at all those banners. This is a very, very small amount of banners. Also, they're all the same one, which doesn't bode well for the alliances of this area. Typically, a house will have a lot of alliances. A house will have an enormous amount purely on family ties alone. And all of those shields would be up there. The shields, at least. Banners, possibly not. But you'd have an enormous wealth of heraldry in a main hall like this. And that would say a lot about the people whose hall it was. This is very, like, this says a lot, but none of it is good. This says an awful lot about the owners of this place, and none of it is good. Also, I mean, I get the whole idea of like having 3 chairs, but they would be a little bit more. I mean, it depends a little bit. The table would. I mean, you know what? The reason why I'm focusing on this is because this is a clear raised area. You couldn't simply have a bigger table easily. What about children? What about, again, family members? It was a big deal about families. It was a huge deal about families. Who you were the cousin of? Massive. A huge deal. So, yeah, this place is I like the size. They've got the right kind of thing going on here. This is a very fancy place. But decoration-wise, I'm going to give it probably a 6 out of 10, honestly. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. Like the texture work and stuff like that from like a gameplay perspective, really gorgeous in here. Really gorgeous. The lighting is gorgeous too. But from the accuracy, because I don't think they are intending. Because the lands outside, there's all kinds of different houses out there. There should probably be a little bit more going on in here, like socially. There should be more going on socially. Also, where the hell is the kitchen? Actually, I'm going to downgrade that to a 5 out of 10. Where's the kitchen? A manor house would have direct access from the kitchens to the main eating, the dining hall. Something like this, the kitchen would literally be right next to it. There should be stairs going down at the very least to the kitchens. This is out of place. Like people running back and forth with food to this place, having to go from the outside. That's not good. They've let realism down a little bit with that one. I mean, gorgeous though. Can't argue with that. It's a really pretty building, but yeah. Aavak's castle review. I'm going to say the dining hall in particular, 5 out of 10. And that has pulled down the overall score a little bit more. It's now a 6 out of 10 castle. It's trying to do a little bit too much. I mean, if I were to separate out my assessment of the different parts, I would, you know, the score would be a little bit better in some areas. But as a whole, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Sorry, a 6 out of 10 for the whole thing. I will, however, maintain that as far as some of the components, especially in regards to the military, I want to say like that would remain a 7, possibly even an 8 out of 10. And part of those points are there because so many other places just don't do it. Like them just having it gets them points. Fortuna Decay, thank you so much for the 17 months. Mr. Perfect Ooh, thank you very much for the 32. Welcome on in. Right, I want to see if I can observe anything in here.
Our peace doesn't just happen. Men bleed and die for it.
It doesn't just happen, no.
A true soldier knows that and takes up his blade all the same.
Anyone I can observe here? No? Okay, there.
What do you want?
Hello.
How long till the shift's over?
I don't know. There are arrows on the ground. Why are there just random arrows on the ground?
I know. Handsome, yeah?
Get out of it.
Well, spit it out.
There is no version of events where there would just be this many actual arrows just lying here. Especially because these are actual arrows. These aren't training arrows. They've got a head on them. And back then, those would probably have been smithed. This whole idea of casting arrowheads, it's very, very nice in like a Robin Hood movie, but right. Let me have a quick. Let me pop up a lantern. But I'm gonna say again, I'm being nitpicky on that. You know, that's happened everywhere else. It's very clearly gamified. But the actual design of the castle, someone had to very intentionally consider this.
You stink of trouble.
How dare you? Just because I gave your castle a 6 out of 10.
What do you
Not
want?
my fault. You live in a stupid castle. It's not a stupid castle. It's actually a pretty one, but nevertheless. Excuse you.
What?
Right, let's have a poke around in here. Okay. We've been that way. We went through here. Oh, excuse me, mate. Sorry. Can I go through this door? I might have been able to if I had a key. Alas. What are you trying to tell me to do? It's pointing me at something there. Meat and vegetable porridge. I approve. I will take it. Yeah, here's the kitchen. No, absolutely not. Way too far. The kitchen You have to go through a portcullis to get to the kitchen. No. I'm on the verge of dropping you 2 points for this. Meat and vegetable porridge requires 2 cooking tool, ingredients 2 meat, 3 vegetable, 2 grain, 3 water. Meat, tough meat, lean meat, blah, 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 blah. Porridge that blends the savory richness of meat with the natural sweetness of vegetables. It goes down smoothly, serving as a meal that it revitalizes a weary body. There's no way. No way. Oh my lord. Ooh, special cooking tool. Hang on a second. Hang on a second here. What did we just uncover? Have we uncovered a cauldron? We have. Okay. Grilled bird meat. Okay, nice. I don't think I've got anything that requires special cooking tools, but I will cook the bird meat though. Oh, did I miss that? You know what? I was thinking. I'm sure I saw a thing on the map, but then I got so. Oh, nice. I got so distracted talking about the actual building that I wandered off without picking it up. My bad. I'll quickly go grab that.
Yeah? What is it?
Yeah, there was. So I'm so sorry. I got very distracted. My bad. There we go. Braised ribs. Oh, I'm glad I didn't miss this. Four meat, 2 vegetables, 2 fruit, 3 water. Signature nourishing meal with thick ribs simmered until tender with vegetables. The sweet infused broth makes it the perfect thing to eat with rice.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking.
Out to you and all.
Damn it. Okay, so we found a specialist cooking tool. Oh, this is fancy. I'm going to be denied a book, aren't I? Yes, I am going to be denied a book. I am being denied so many things right now because of a lack of a key. I am not best amused. I might make it a policy that anywhere that denies me entrance, I add to the list of places that I am allowed to steal from. The opposite of what they hoped when they locked the door. How much keys can you carry at a time? I'm not sure, but like I've only ever seen 3 available to buy at a time. They are a scarce resource, it seems. Oh, no, this one's good. This one's much better. Okay. Into the courtyard, though? Yeah, no. Almost no point to have that there, like that. I do like the well there, though. The keep would be able to go for a little bit longer. Obviously, having the kitchen there means that even if the outer ramparts had fallen, this would be able to hold on a little longer. But you wouldn't be like if the enemy have already taken the outer ramparts, the castle's already fallen. You're not looking to survive a siege in the keep.
Yeah. Hail and all that shite.
The reason why you survive the siege is because you've got defenders who make it too costly to just attack and press in. If you've only got the keep left, then most of your defenders died on the walls. You might have friends coming, yeah. Like I said, you might
well met.
Hold in the keep for a few hours. You're not gonna like what I was talking about was the well and the kitchen. You're not going to hold off a siege in the keep. Once the outside of the castle has fallen, the siege has succeeded. You can make it. You can like draw it out a couple of hours, maybe more. But that as in maybe you could draw it out a couple of hours longer, but very unlikely because at that point most of your actual defenders are dead. You're not holding, not for any kind of span of time at this point. So having a well and a kitchen, that's not a concern at that stage. And up here, no way up here, and yet there's weapon racks. This part is particularly egregious. Like the other ones with just a brazier, again, that's not actually that uncommon, but you'd have like clear scaffolding or ladders to get up there. Where on earth would they use the ladder to get up here? Why would there be gear up here? Especially like melee weapons. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous that is. I wonder if I could get my stamina up to the point where I'd be able to just climb up here from the outside. No, you've got that. I realize you're really looking for a way to justify that. The movies have done you a disservice if you think that's going to happen. I know you're really reaching. It's like, well, but what if though? It's like, dude, no. It really wouldn't. If an invading force had the strength to take the outer walls, it just wouldn't. It just really wouldn't. Like, you're not going to have pulled your army back. It's like, oh, well, they're going to get the walls. Let's pull the army back to the worst, an even worse place to try and stop them from taking us. It's like, no. If they've already like gone to that point, then you're not going to be pulling back here to defend. So the well in the kitchen. That's something that would keep you going for weeks, not hours. That's the concern for those. Well, I mean the well for a few days, but you'd have stored wines and water anyway. It just a big no on that one. Our mysterious key. If only my mysterious key would open other bloody things. See, even she complains about the lack of keys.
Word from the Marquis. Please leave.
Fair enough. I want to look around the rest of the place first. So I imagine that my mysterious key opens that one. But first, what if I look around more? One thing I will say is the game does a really good job. Hello. Really good job of
I'm in a good mood
making things interactable.
Feeling
the
light on my
downside
feet
with
makes the
that
day
is
pass
because they've done such a good job of it, where you can't interact with something is really particularly noticeable. And they've also done a really good job with the various... Oh, no, there we go. The various cloths. Here it's just a bounding hitbox thing, I think, with the wooden arch there. But because of that, the hatches and stuff that you can't interact with stand out more. Let's see what else we've got in here. Loving the lighting, though. Again, there is a lot to love about this. That's not one of them, though. But there is a lot to love about this game. Those look less like windows, window shutters, and more like serving windows, honestly. Serving hatches. Doggo? Find the alchemist's chamber. Well, I have found it. Acorns. Oh, look at all the stuff on this wall that I can pick up. Light copper pouch. So many gubbins. Find the room the key opens. Ah, da, 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 da. Noted. Let's see what we got here. Faded Abyss artifact. I don't mind if I do. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a level up. Right, okay, so marksmanship. I get no benefits to that. We've got charged shot. Hold R2 while aiming to charge your shot and increase its power. Okay, possibly. Multi-shot, evasive shot. Proficiency increases the speed of evasive shot. Expertise automatically fire 2 arrows in rapid succession during evasive shot. Explosive evasive shot. Observe this skill in action to learn it. I don't know. I am tempted, but it doesn't look like there are any skills there that really stand out. No. Now, if we go for this, at least that one I wouldn't be able to get any other way. Rend armor, turning slash. Oh, wait. I need to go down to the spear section. And then go back in. Rend armor, turning slash, ignores super armor and sends enemies flying. And hold R1 and R2 while using turning slash to follow up with a powerful downward strike. Because I've already got R1, R2 when using another skill to quickly chain into turning slash. You know what? Sure. What? Oh, it needs 2. Never mind. I was not paying enough attention, apparently. My bad. Grappling. Lariat. X and square to slam your enemy into the ground with overwhelming force. Triangle and circle while performing a pump kick or drop kick to grab your enemy and hurl them away with a spinning throw. Good lord. And these are, you can't just observe these. Cost 10 stamina per second. Get closer while airborne or press or to latch onto a specific target to attack. Oh, like a big target? Oh, I approve. And then lariat follow-up. During a lariat, perform multiple lariats on your enemy. Good God, that's brutal. Sure, okay. We'll open up an unarmed combat a bit. So many things in here. All right, well, I think it's very clear where we've been brought this whole time. I guess we have to do a little bit more of the tutorial after. Okay. I wonder what we're going to learn. And what it's going to open. Oh. If you were wondering whether this was all just a simulation. Well, I guess we live here now. What? Hang on a second. I want to sit so badly. I want to sit and dangle my feet off the... Oh, wait. Have we seen that before? Oh, down there. Wait. Are we just literally above where we were just now? I think we are. I think that's the castle right there. Because that land formation with the kind of the tiers. And then, is that the giant tower we've been seeing this whole time? Oh my God, this thing is amazing. All the little places where there might be stuff for us to find and do. All the waterfalls. Yeah, that's where we fished. And that little place right there is where we got our first secret sword. Wow, okay. I very much understood how big some of the areas with the lights in the distance that we saw earlier. All right. Current quest. Polar opposites. The dazzling gate led to a place filled with mysterious energy. Examine the massive building up ahead. I guess I could do that. I can see my house from here. Yeah, this is very Laputa right now, isn't it? What the heck? Abyss nexuses are spread all across Pywel. Use your lantern or blinding flash to reveal their location, and then stand on the Abyss nexus to activate it. Once active, you can fast travel from the Abyss... I've got to fast travel. To a sky island, I've got to fast travel. There is a lot of stuff going on up here, I must say. There is an awful lot of stuff going on up here. Look at all these places off to the side. Yeah, this looks like the place that we went to after we died in the very beginning. I wonder what this would look like if we were up here at day. Because right now, like we're getting treated to big ocean. We're getting treated to a sight, a spectacle of little motes of light in the dark. Okay. Is there something I stand on? No. Well, places I can climb, though. Places I intend to climb. Look, just because I'm progressing the tutorial somewhat doesn't mean I suddenly abandon my policy of go everywhere I'm not meant to before I consider going to the place that I am meant to. Do I have enough stamina here? I probably don't. Oh, that might be a bit of a tricky one. No. Okay. Ouch. Let's try it again. Wondering if maybe I could walk along to that one. No. Okay. Not getting up there yet. Maybe another time, though. There's probably secrets up there, I'm guessing. Because those are intentioned things to climb. They're not just, I see a wall, I climb a wall. They have to be different textures in the world to make that work. We've seen that. Like, I imagine I can't just climb this. Maybe I can. Oh. Never mind. I'm talking nonsense. Apparently that is not as intentioned as I initially been led to believe. In the first tutorial area, it seemed to teach us that, but apparently no. Well, in that case, then, maybe I can make it my way up here. Let's see. Yes, I can. All right. Okay, well, my expectation of finding some secrets up here going down very sharply. Stop moving sideways. Yeah. All right. Okay. A little bit of a shame, but... Where did we come in from? So much going on here. My intrusive thoughts are going very, 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 very wild right now. The level of intrusive thoughts happening at this moment. Hitherto unknown. Never before have such intrusive thoughts existed in one person's head. It does look like daybreak is coming a lot faster, though. I like that. We're higher up, so dawn is dawning way faster. Possible puzzle? No, the puzzle's already got its solution, I think. Okay, noted. But this does make me think we were very much on the right track with that one area that we went to. That I just need to be able to move the energy across. What do we have over here? Obtain the artifact. That was a challenge. Oh, okay. I guess maybe you might not think to look there? You'd have to be rather oblivious to miss out on it, though, wouldn't you? Oh, no, sorry. It's the moon. It's not the sun. This game does not do dark. It's not like Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's not a game about darkness. Even though it's got an aggressively overtuned, like, eye adjustment from going from inside to outside, it does not do dark. What are you? I must know. I literally just tackled it. A choppy. It looks surprisingly calm considering I literally just tackled it to the ground. I need to know about the choppies. I need to know. Creatures. Mysterious creatures. The choppy. A strange animal resembling a small white rabbit. It has large pointed ears and hops around on its uniquely shaped 2 legs. It is unknown when or where it first appeared in Pywel. Agile and mischievous, it is considered a symbol of fortune and joy. I mean, I can see why. Yeah, it is actually very, very cute. Go free, Choppy. What? 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 The audacity of this man. Tackles the poor creature to the ground, and then instead of gently putting it down, there's already, you know, in some sort of moral debt over that, just tosses it aside like it's trash. What the hell? You suck, Cliff. Will I rotate around if I'm stood on that? I will move a little bit. I will not rotate on that one, sadly. Yeah. Yes, I was trying to get him electrocuted to teach him a lesson. How did you know? At first, I did think you'd killed it by throwing it. Yeah. Hey, Osumi, how you doing, buddy? Well done on the streak. It's time to rebuild it. I can't believe Cliff just tossed it aside. Who is this person I'm playing? I no longer recognize the man. Ooh. Ooh. Big storm. Big. Oh, it's actually casting realistic shadows, though. Look at that. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. That is a chunky storm there over the Crimson Desert, I'm assuming. We can see it so much better now. Also, look at those towers, though. Not sure what's going on over there. Whether that looks like autumnal trees rather than roofs, but some sort of white tower there in a circular area by itself. Another tower there. Strange lights. The Crimson Desert beyond. God, this game's map is massive. Okay, we've got a different map, it looks like. The Wanderer's Way. Okay, hang on. The Path of Providence, Triangle Ring, the Wanderer's Way, the Eternal Corridor. Wasn't that where we were? Or was it the Abyss Corridor or something? Dry Valley, Sleet Isles. I think we were at the Eternal Corridor, weren't we? In the tutorial when we died? Huh. Wait, let me see if... Can I... Set destination, land... Zoom, player marker... No, it doesn't look like there's a different button to look at a different map. Okay. We got a different map there, so I can't really line things up. But it feels like we're just over Hernand Castle. More castles to review. That's right. More content. I'm not sure if I want to go through there. That looks like it would do something. And I'm not sure I want to do something until I've actually gone to the place that it's telling me to go. Good God, the intrusive thoughts, though. Oh, you've no idea how much I want to jump down, try and land on that, then jump down to the next one. But the problem is I don't see anywhere to jump down to from there other than, you know, jump all the way down. And I've got a strong feeling that Cliff, there aren't enough leg days in Cliff's life to afford him the ability to land gracefully from that height. I mean, there are interesting things to see out here. I just don't think there's interesting stuff to do yet. That being said, could I perhaps get in there without going the usual route? Because you know me. If there's a right way to do something, I want to do it the right way. That's true on so many levels. Could I make it up? Could I even cling? No, I cannot. Could I cling here? Oh, I can. Would I be... Okay. Can I... gobble down a mushroom? Ah. Not yet. Have I got stamina food? Or spirit food? Do I have stamina food? Do I not have any mushrooms? Oh no, I sold all my mushrooms. Oh, what a fool I was. Wait. My tea. Thank goodness. Eat the tea. Yes. Tea to the rescue. Stamina recharge tea. With tea, nowhere is safe from me. Gonna need another tea. Don't mind me, just, you know, on the edge of the... Ooh, faded abyss artifact. An artifact that allows you to reclaim abyss artifact invested in stamina, spirit, and health. Oh, a rare abyss artifact that pulses with a strange regressive power. Okay. Another stamina, another tea, please. Eat. Going all the way, chat. I might have to go through quite a few of them. But that's what the tea is there for. No! Oh. Oh. Okay, noted. Aavak climbing the white gold tower. We in Cyrodiil all of a sudden. Shh, it's fine. Now, will I slide all the way back down from here? Or will I... No. Ha-ha! Yes! Victory! King of the world, etc., and stuff and things. That is a look, though. Let's turn off my lantern for a second. All right, we need to photo mode this. I think. It's kind of beautiful up here. Now, you might be asking yourself, how the hell are we going to get down? That I hadn't thought about. I'll be honest with you, hadn't considered it. Why dwell on the unimportant things, champ? Just be happy. This is most definitely a photo for a thumbnail. But I sort of want it to be bright. Wait. Yes. Cliff surveying his domain. What a view. Looking out across his domain. Beautiful. I do kind of want it to be daytime though. Not gonna lie. What time is it? It's 1:53 a.m. Waiting would be a podge. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. There is a good chance we die. There is a shockingly high chance of death, actually. I may need to use many cups of tea to survive the down part now. Doesn't appear that I can trigger clinging, which is a shame. Uh-oh. Oh, I was clenching. Not gonna lie. Lean. Why would you lie to me? Okay, so I dolphin dived. The game said lean. It didn't say cling. I thought he was just going to lean against the wall, but instead it's like, no, lean against mortality. Yeah, first death. I got Bethesda'd. All right, checkpoint it is. I'm not going to use up something important. I'm hoping the checkpoint is up here. Absolute Skate 3 moment. Like, I was somewhere where going down, it absolutely should have been possible. Like, given the resources I had, like getting down to a safe layer should have been possible had I been able. And this, I think, you know, again, I'm not gonna, you know, bitch about the fact that this game seems to have been predominantly designed around the control scheme of controller, but that is the downside to that particular kind of control scheme, is that there isn't simply a key for trying to cling, and a different key for sitting, and a different key for leaning. I have one key that does one input that does all three of those things. And in this instance, that resulted in our death. What I wanted to do was to slowly cling off the edge and then rappel down. Well, not rappel, but, you know, climb down using T. Instead, I had an option to lean. And in this case, leaning was actually code for give in to the intrusive thoughts.
Ah, you're finally here.
What?
He's waiting for you.
Is that a white crow?
This power will help you get inside.
A white crow that talks fantastically good English. All things considered, I did get down, yes. What? Okay. Oh. All right. And again, another thing that runs on L3. The axiom force can be used to grab and move objects. After grabbing an object, use R, L2, and R2 to move it. Rotate the discs to align the circuits and restore the connection. Okay. Pull and push is... Okay, yeah, pull and push. Maybe this was what we needed for that other thing. I'm going to say that that's probably the case. What can I connect to here? Stop trying to walk. Control is L2. Oh, interesting. Oh, you know what? I probably grabbed onto the floor rather than the disc. That's probably what that was. Yeah. Yeah, I grabbed onto the floor rather than the disc. That is fancy. A wall of books. Hello?
Ah, I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry it took so long. Actually,
Just
no,
as virtue paves the path to wisdom, your deeds have brought us together once more.
You're that beggar.
I am a Lustin.
Ah.
And this is the Axiom Archive. It is a repository of the universe's grand designs. Each record, the blueprint of a single world.
Why did you summon me?
That's rather...
There are beings who have brought chaos to your world. The consequences of which extend to even you and your comrades.
You have news of them?
You will cross paths with those who escaped Fate's grasp. But the balance of this world and the Abyss has begun to falter. If the cosmic order frays any further, our world, the Abyss, and reality itself will unravel. You must restore the balance before it's too late.
I don't know what you mean.
Such a grand undertaking begins with small acts that will have profound effect on the fate of your world.
Okay. Skybridge gate and alignment device. Restoring the Abyss activates the Skybridge again. Pass through the gate and use the Axiom Force to operate the alignment device. Aligning it to the correct position will restore the broken Skybridge. Some gates require all other connected abysses to be restored before they can be activated. Okay. I don't know why the up-down scroll button fluctuates when I can't actually do anything with it. Because I was trying that. Pass through the gate and operate the alignment device. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But I want to go and see what happens if I try to go back. Is that door closed? Or is it still open? No, it's still open. Whoosh. Okay. I would like to have a look around in here. for secrets. But yeah, you know what, I all that was going down, I was like, oh man, it's a shame that I died, but I'm going to be kind to myself for once. I'm going to say, nah, our death doesn't count. Our death was because the control scheme is ridiculous. And instead of giving me the option which I was looking for, which was to scale down, it was like, no, you're just going to swan dive off the edge. I'll acknowledge that the death happened, but I'm not going to count it the same as like if I got into a fight and I lost. What be you? What? Okay. Now, granted, had I simply fallen, like I was clinging to it, ran out of stamina, and then plunged to my death, that would have been a completely valid death because that happened because I did a stupid thing, which was to climb up there to begin with. But dying because the control scheme is like, yeah, you can lean against this wall. Actually, no, swan dive. That's a bit different. All right, chat. It's time for me to go on tea break, though. Can I climb up? I can. I would like to jump there. And I would like to jump up here. Now, let's see if I can't sit for once. Apparently I can. Yeah, oh, let me sit. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Yeah. Sure, we'll do another photo mode before I go on my tea break. That's pretty. I mean, it's not as good because it hasn't got Cliff's face, but that's kind of nice as well. Got a good couple of photos out of today's stream. Nothing else really going on over this side for me to look at. I need to be right at the edge to get a good downwards looking photo, but that's good enough for me. Right, you can have cliff cam. No, you can't have cliff cam. I lied. Cliff cam has been denied you. Instead, you will have Cliff staring out across the clouds cam. And I shall be back in a couple of minutes with a fresh cup of tea. I urge you to get up, stretch your legs, do the same. See you soon.